And welcome to Nancy's Neighborhood, folks, on this beautiful, sunny January day. You know, we had a little bit of winter a couple of weekends ago, 17 degrees, snow, ice, etc. I don't think that's going to be all there is of it, folks, but I just want you to look at the neighborhood today and how pretty the sunshine is, and it's really nice out there. There's a little bit of a breeze that has a little bit of a bite to it, but it's more like a fall bite, not a winter bite. So hopefully, you know, although I know we do need winter, somebody told me if the ground doesn't freeze, we'll have a lot of bugs this summer. So don't know. I'm not the ecologist here around here, but anyway, today is a beautiful day in Nancy's Neighborhood, and it's good to be with you all today. I had lunch today at Bradley Central High School. Their culinary arts students fed the Junior Achievement Board, and it was really, really nice. And this is a wonderful program that these students take that are interested in going into food services. Some of them actually go into being chefs, and then some of them do the Work to Learn, Learn to Work program at Bradley and also at Walker Valley. Bryce is back with us today as my producer. Josh did okay Monday, but it's always good to have Bryce here because he knows how to work all the equipment, and sometimes Josh has this really strange look on his face, but he made it. He did fine. Had a couple little boops, but you can edit, so that's always good. So it's good to have Bryce back. He actually said he was in Orlando at a convention, and so that's good. Sponsored by the school, and so that's good because he does the Work to Learn program, which makes him the producer of this show. So glad to have Bryce back. And a few announcements for you because I have two guests on today, and these are guests that I told you at the last show that hopefully I would have somebody on, and I do. But I do want to welcome Ralph Baldwin as the new publisher-editor of the Cleveland Daily Banner. Ralph's been in the newspaper business for a long time. He was at the Daily Post-Athenian in Athens. He's been in Greenville, and now he's come down here to let Stephen Crass retire. And Stephen has been our editor-publisher for 16 years at the Banner, and before that he was in Missouri and several other places. So he has probably 25, 30 years in the newspaper business behind him. Stephen's a golfer and a fisherman, so I figured that's how he's going to spend a little bit of his spare time, although his wife Deb has already told me that there's some things that need to be done around the house. She's got a honey-do list for him, and there will be some things that he needs to get done. So Stephen, congratulations in your retirement. You've been great to work with. In fact, I called Stephen when I found out he was going to retire and said, don't know who's taking your place, but you need to be sure you introduce me to them, because there's several things like Cherry's Jubilee and some other things in the community that I need to know who my contact is. And he just kind of laughed and said, well, this is somebody you know, Nancy. It's one of your old tennis buddies from Athens. Sure enough, Ralph and I neither one are old, but we have known each other on the tennis court for several years. So it's really good to welcome Ralph to Cleveland. Ralph's very active. He's been active in United Way and the Chamber of Commerce and wherever he's been. So hopefully he'll get involved and y'all will get to meet him. He was at the Chamber breakfast the other morning, Chamber Coffee, so he met a lot of people there, and that's good. So if you get a chance to meet Ralph Baldwin, please do, and tell him Nancy said to introduce you to him. Now, we want to talk about Bradley County Near's healthier community. I'm not sure how we get there, but it's my understanding that this is something that the health department and Mayor Gary and several other people are working toward for us to become nationally known as a healthier community. Now, this being January, and this is when we all make these New Year's resolutions. You know, you smokers are going to quit. You people like me that need to lose weight are going to try to. You people that don't exercise are going to start exercising. And, you know, that lasts, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe at the most. But anyway, I'm hoping to get someone on to talk to us about what this healthier community is, because I think this will be absolutely wonderful for us to become a healthier community. And we'll just see what the guidelines are and what we have to do to become healthier. So hopefully I'll have somebody on in the future to talk about that. And I want to congratulate Matt Jenny and Bo Burris, who will be heading up the new bank in town, Smart Bank. Hopefully I can get one of them on to talk to us about Smart Bank, and they can tell us what it is and where it's going to be located. And they've both got a tremendous history in banking, so we wish them luck with this new endeavor. Andrew Hunt from the library today is going to be on to tell us what's left in the month of January and what possibly is coming up in February. I try to have Andrew on the first Wednesday of each month and let him tell you what's going to be happening that month. But between the snow and the this and the boys going off campus to photograph something or to record something, no, I'm just now getting him on. So half the month is gone, but that's okay. He's going to tell us what's going to be happening the rest of the month. And the library is yours, folks, and it's free to you to use. And I hope you will use it. And like I say, Andrew's going to tell us some exciting things. I've mentioned this to you before. I'm going to mention it again. The Athens Area Council for the Arts has the exhibit Shades by Chattanooga artist Charlie Newton going on right now. And Charlie's a wonderful artist, folks. Does some really nice work. So if you just want to get out and do something, drive up to Athens. The Arts Council is in what used to be the old Harrods Supermarket up there. It's on North White Street. If you go in on Old Highway 30, you just come on down, come across the railroad track, come on down. It's going to be right there on your right. And see some of Charlie's work there, which is really, really neat work. He does a great job. You can call them on 423-745-8781 if you want to know about this. They also have concerts. They've got one coming up. I meant to bring that information today and I didn't, but you can go to athensartscouncil.org on the web and look at their concerts. A lot of their concerts are at the Athens Junior High and or Athens Middle School, whatever they call it now. It's Athens Junior High when I was there, middle school, and see what their concerts are coming up. The ticket prices on those are extremely reasonable, and they always have a good show. The Bradley Central High School class of 1977 is planning a 40-year reunion, and it's going to be held April the 29th at the Coffee Barn, and the deadline to register is March the 15th, and your contact is BCHS Class of 77, P.O. Box 535, Cleveland, and that zip is 37364. So any of you that are in the class of 77 might want to let somebody know phone number or email or some way to contact them so that you can let them know you want to attend. Now, the museum has two things going on right now. They have the College Hill exhibit, which is going on. Will be going on a couple more months. And if you haven't been over there to see that, folks, that's extremely interesting and something that a lot of people in this community take a great deal of pride in, as they should. So you may want to go over there and see that. But they also have a new exhibit coming on, Grown and Bred in East Tennessee. And this is all about agriculture and everything that's has happened in East Tennessee. These exhibits are free, especially if you're a member. Folks, single membership at the museum is $30, and that's nothing. You can join. They have family memberships that are extremely reasonable. They have grandparent memberships that are extremely reasonable, and then also they have some upper level sponsorships and things like that that are a little more pricey, but it helps them to function because they are a 501c3, folks, and they depend on donations and memberships and financing from the city government and the county government. So you might want to go by the museum and check out Born and Bred in East Tennessee. Now, the Etowah Arts Commission has an artist exhibit by Claudia Walker from Sweetwater, and that will be there January 12th through March 31st. And it's called Everything Country. And she's a Sweetwater native, as I said, and she thinks Tennessee's been a great inspiration to her for her artwork. Now, there's an artist reception for that on January the 26th from 5:30 to 7 with light refreshments being served. The Etowah Arts Commission is the cultural art of the city the cultural part of the city of Etowah Parks and Rec, and is located in the old drugstore on Tennessee Avenue in downtown Etowah. Now, I'm trying to give you all information about anything Chattanooga, Athens, Etowah, Benton, because not only are we Charter Channel 5, but we're also Comcast 210 and Rabbit Ears 27. I'm looking at Bryce. Yes, he's shaking his head. Yes, Rabbit Ears 27. So we do go out into northern Hamilton County, all of Bradley County, into Polk County, into McMinn County. So I want to let y'all know some things that are going on there. And we're so glad that Nancy's neighborhood is available to them in those areas. I hope everybody got last weekend over to Birchwood to see the Sandhill Cranes and the Bald Eagles. That's always fascinating, folks, always. And they do a great job. TWRA and the Birchwood community work on that, and it's excellent. It really is. Now, Andy's probably going to tell you about this, but I'm going to tell you just in case. The book and coffee series for the library will be held Friday, January the 20th, in the History Branch Parlor Room of the library, which that's the building across the street from our main library. And that'll be at 10 o'clock on Friday the 20th. And this month's local artist is Arietta Grimmett, and she will review her newest book, Our Judeo-Christian's Principles Are Under Attack. And it's not necessary that you have read the book. This is just a great time to go see folks, and the Friends of the Library Association serve coffee, and it's just a great little social event. So 10 o'clock Friday the 20th. Now, foster grandparents are needed in the Bradley County Head Start classroom. They're seeking individuals 44 and older who love to work with children and help them reach their full potential. They'd like for you to sign up for 20 hours, but folks, anytime people volunteer, I'm assuming that they will take you for however long you can volunteer. Up to 20 hours or less than 20 hours, that's great. But you need to call Susan Kroll at 423-643-6418 to find out more about the program. So if some of you all are retired and looking for something to do, some volunteer time or something, this is a wonderful experience. I shared last time that I have read at Head Start. When they send you in with the 3-year-olds and tell you you have 30 minutes, you just kind of look at them, and they look back at you because they know you cannot read to a 3-year-old for 30 minutes. 3.5, 4, 5 minutes maybe, and then they're off in another world. So, and it's a very active world. So if you are willing to volunteer, I'm sure that they can use you. So again, Susan is 423-643-6418. Now, this is the 100th anniversary of Girl Scout cookies. I'm not 100 years old, but I remember selling Girl Scout cookies. I also now currently eat Girl Scout cookies. I love the Thin Mints. You can put them in the freezer, get them out one at a time and eat them, and they are superb. But they have Samoas, they have the lemon, the Savannahs. They have all kinds. They have all kinds of cookies. So if a Girl Scout approaches you to sell Girl Scout cookies, please help them, because the money that they make on the Girl Scout cookies helps them with their projects, helps the girls go to camp, helps the girls do these other things. And last year, nearly $800 million in cookie sales was generated, and that's for an average season, folks. 100% of the money earned stays with the local council and troops. There's over 50 million households that purchase cookies each year, so try to be one of those households. I try. So if you see one out selling cookies, a Girl Scout out selling cookies, buy a box of cookies from her. And they'll be in front of a lot of stores. I mean, I've seen them at Walmart before, standing out in front of there. Other places they'll be selling cookies, so be sure that you get some cookies. The Girl Scout Council of the Appalachians, which includes Cleveland area, is 10,000 girls and volunteers strong in 46 counties in the Knoxville, Chattanooga, and Tri-Cities area. So Cleveland is in that area. So for more info, you can go to girlscoutcsa.org, and they may have some locations where you can get Girl Scout cookies. I know we used to have a cookie manufacturer here in town that used to do Girl Scout cookies. They don't anymore, but at one time, well, I say they don't anymore, they might, but I haven't talked to any of them. But some of our Girl Scout cookies actually used to be made here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Now, the Red Shoe Gala for CASA is coming up February the 4th, and Josiah is going to be here with us in just a few minutes to tell us about this gala, what CASA is, why we need CASA, and why it would be great for you all to support CASA. And then January the 24th at 7:30 in Pineville Hall, which is the old First Baptist Church building downtown, Susanna Biller Ness will be in concert. And she is an operatic trained soprano, and this should be a wonderful concert. Bethany McCoy was here with me at the last show, and Bethany has a beautiful voice. She sings in the First Baptist Choir. She said that Susanna was what was her idol when she was in high school. She wanted to grow up to be able to sing like Susanna. So for more information, 614-8343, and the box offices over there at Lee are open weekdays from 3 to 6. Tickets for this event are $15 for adults and $5 for seniors and children. Now, if you're an Encore student, and we do have some Encore classes left, I had Bethany on with us in the last show. There's still time to sign up. And if you're an Encore student, I think you get into some of these Lee things free. Not sure about that one, but if you're interested in the Encore program, you can call Bethany at 614-8598 or email her at bmccoy@leeuniversity.edu/Encore. Now, the ones she said that were still available: Introduction to Painting, The American Revolution, The Gospel of John, John's Use of Ezekiel, I House and the I World, and that one usually fills up, folks. I'm surprised that one, it was still open the other day. Basic Computers, Word and Excel for Beginners. That one's full, and that one's full. People Like Us, Kin, Couples, and Singleness in Our Families. The Music of Christian Hymody, and Scotland Then and Now. Some of them are already, like the Tennessee and Tennis Shoes that everybody loves because you get to travel and go visit places, full. Okay, so, and the Grantchester series that they were doing, they have postponed that one until fall semester. And so that one, those of you that did Grantchester 1 and thought about taking Grantchester 2, that will be available in the fall semester. So, I think that's about all I can think of that we need to know about. And so I'll be right back with our first guest. Josiah from CASA will be on with us. So don't go away. Watch our commercials. Support our sponsors because they help pay our bills, and we'll be right back.